Hey, what up everybody? Here we are here in sunny California, counting down the days until WrestleMania 31. I can tell you it's another beautiful day here in California. I know that Santa Clara is a good 2-hour drive down the road, but if weather keeps up like it is right now, in a few weeks we're going to be having a damn good week come WrestleMania 31. Big news of the day is basically talking about Brock Lesnar. Basically saying that Vince McMahon is not going to be making backup plans for WrestleMania 31. The feeling in WWE is that yes, Brock Lesnar walked out on Monday Night Raw in Nashville a few weeks ago, but basically Vince McMahon thinks that Brock Lesnar is going to be a good businessman. He's going to show up to work, and he's going to be putting over Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 31. Maybe this is the meaning of why Daniel Bryan hasn't been added to the WrestleMania 31 ladder match for the Intercontinental Championship. Then maybe that's why they only announced 4 of the names of there and leaving 2 of the guys out. Made a video about that this morning, talking about the last 2 spots are more than likely going to be Daniel Bryan and Dolph Ziggler. But I can see if there is any backup plan to what's going down, it would be Daniel Bryan going up against Roman Reigns once again, doing a rematch of the awesome match that they had at Fastlane. If you go back and you think about WrestleMania 3, you can think of Mr. Wonderful, who was a big part of WWF at that time, not being on the card. Lots of rumors have always meant that he was a backup plan in case Andre the Giant either didn't want to do the match, or if he was too hurt to do the match, they would have a backup plan for Hulk Hogan in the main event. You wouldn't want everybody in the Superdome that day, or that'd be the Silverdome. I did the opposite of the Hulk Hogan at WrestleMania 3, going home unhappy. Lots of the story that I read about Brock Lesnar and WrestleMania 31 was talking about the fact that it's too much money for Brock Lesnar not to show up. But I believe that's the same argument that people were making last year for CM Punk, why people were saying that CM Punk would return for WrestleMania 30, that this is the biggest payday for a wrestler all year long, and that you can't show up. I think honestly what's going to slow down Brock Lesnar from going to UFC is any kind of a lawsuit saying that there was a breach of contract. Definitely, I think that anybody's going to think that UFC and WWE are 2 of the same things, and basically they are different sports. One is acting, one's real fighting, and basically, I think that any court would hold up that basically Lesnar needs to finish his WWE contract before going to a UFC deal. Lots of talk about, Brock Lesnar trying to redo his deal to stay with WWE, but he also wants his option to do a UFC fight in the next year. If it is an option to him, he can make up to about $5 million for this fight. That UFC would pay him to do sort of like a Legends deal. It wouldn't be, contending for the title or anything, but just be a major pay-per-view for them, seeing how he's one of the biggest names that they've ever had, and the guy's still in shape, and he could still do it if he wanted to. The only thing is that last time he was in the octagon, he got beat so bad he was running away from the guy and retired in the ring because he felt that he had sort of let down UFC and let down himself.